Hello there, this is Lena from Lena's Crafty Corner. I'm back with Roxy's weekly challenge. I am one behind, so I'm having to do two more or less together. So this is week 12, where Rachel used the bags and to make a flip up with a book page, and then she decorated it with a stamp. So, and there was quite a few steps, to be honest. Excuse me. Sorry, I can't stop my video. So I've set this at 39 minutes because I've been talking. This will go off and then I'll switch it back on for the last 6 minutes, as I always do. So I've got some book page here, and I've got lots of bags here. I've got some big pink ones that I want to use. I've got a couple of glassine, and I've got some of these little tiny ones. I'm not going to get all these done, so I'll probably do one of each for a start and then see where I go. So let me just get some bits ready on my desk, and we'll have a few of those, and I'll just put the others out of view at the minute, and I've got these ready. So 39 minutes, we're starting now. So there you go. So I've got the next challenge in my head as well, so I've got to try and remember what I need to do with this one. First thing she did, she folded these over, didn't she? But she needed to leave a gap, so she cut this down a little bit. I'm just wondering, I'm going to put because I only have a really big hole punch. I keep saying I'm going to get a smaller one, but I never get one. So I'm going to put this in here first and see. Oh, and it doesn't like that bag. Oh, it's maybe because it's like a glassine thing. I don't know. Of course, I haven't got any other paper that I can just put on hand. Let's have a piece of this. Oh, I didn't see that happening, did I? It's still not liked that, has it, very much? Oh, well, I better put it back on then. It's left me a sort of a mark. Well, that was a great start. So it didn't really matter what size I had, because that didn't work. Sometimes it works if you put paper over the top. I don't quite. Maybe if I'd have put it both sides, it might have done. That's fine. That'll be fine. I might as well move. Oh no, yeah, because the other bag is smaller, so I won't use that one anyway. And then just do a little bit to the side. I think this was the first stage. As I say, I've been watching the next challenge, and then I get that in my head and then forget what I'm doing. So if I fold that over there like that, I've got room to get my hole in there. Yeah, so that one's fine. Now these are very small, so I think the way I'm going to do these, this is definitely a glassine bag, so I think I'm going to struggle with. So I'm just going to do that this way. Yeah, I'll just make a sort of like that. What about this one here? Probably do the same with these as well. Rather than, well, I don't think I would have got anything in these anyway. So I'll just sort of do those like that. These are very tiny, so these won't, well, I don't know, there's a lot of stages, but I don't think these will take, well, certainly won't take as much covering. So let's get on and get some cut down. Right, last one. Well, last one for now. I can always do some more if I think, but I don't think I'm going to get through all these. I'm always do more than I need, a bit more optimistic. Right, so I'm going to do this big one first, and then I'll have some of the papers left, I think, for the other. I do like that Victorian girls showing on there. And then I'm going to have to put something on that back maybe if I don't particularly want the advertisement on there. I'll put that. I think this is the next step. If it isn't, I'll apologise in advance because, as I say, I've got all sorts of things going on in my head, and I've been doing other videos and things as well. I've had to completely change everything I'm doing because this is going to be for a wedding album, so I've had to change all the stuff that I had on my desk to do this. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take that sticky pad off, and I'm going to just put a bit of art glitter glue on this one. I don't know whether to just, I don't want this right to the edge because I want the writing rather than the, so I'm going to do that to there, like that. I am faffing a bit. I've changed my camera as well, so we'll see if you can see any more. I'm hoping it's right. I noticed on the last videos my hand was in the way when I was doing a lot of things. I leaned my hand on the desk and my hand was obstructing your view, so that's no good. So I've tried to change it again. The only thing with this is I can't see whether the timer's on or anything now, so I won't be able to see when it goes off as easy, so I'm going to have to rely on my timer. I might even put my timer on for all my videos, not to time myself, but just so I know when it's going off. Yeah, so I'm not cutting them down yet, am I? Right, then these, because these are smaller, these ones, I am going to cut these sheets down because then I can use them for the next one. So I'm just looking, is that going to do 2? Maybe so. Let's have a look if that'll do. Yeah. So let's just, we won't get the word in here because I'm going to chop it in half. Let's have a look where I'm going with this. I'm going to there. Makes it a bit easier for me then. And then I can just cut that off. So that's going right up to there. So I'll stick this down. And I can use this again, so I'm going to cut this bit off now. And then I can neaten them up in a minute. Yeah, so I've changed the camera, but I'm not quite sure what it is you can see. So I've done a little, I just, you know, sort of did a tester just to see, and it seemed okay. But pull it right to that edge if I can. But we'll see. I didn't like the fact, I'm hoping this is going over the top of my hands so you can actually see. But I'm finding it very difficult to look at the camera without, you know, filming, taking it down, having a look. I've not tidied that up completely. I've just done a bit just to... right, I want this top off this one because I've got half a word. I mean, I know you've got half a word anyway because I've torn the paper. That's just me being a bit finicky. That's it. Try not to take too long. I mean, I don't know how many I'm going to be doing here. How many I've actually got on my desk. Now, I think I've only got 6, so I might have done more than 6, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. I'm trying to remember what the next stage is as I'm doing this. I'm trying to think. Right, let's get these. That's as many as I've done at the minute. So I'm going to put those just to the side. Put my glue lids back on a minute. So if I trim these down first and then do the punch hole, is that the next step? Must be. So I do apologise in advance if I forget a step or do something a bit different, because I ought to have looked at the video again really, but because I'm a bit behind, and the reason behind is it's still a storage issue because I get that much stuff on and then it won't let me download anything else. So I've literally just had to download one now for me to do this. So I'm just cutting them down for a minute and then I'll go back in. And now that's gone over a tiny bit, but there's no way I'll be able to get in there, so I'm just going to trim that off. And because I've trimmed that off with scissors, I'm just going to trim this side off with scissors. Yes, I'm not sure how much you can see when I lift it up. I don't want it to be too much in your face. So if this video, if it is a little bit close, I may have to go back. That's a bit short. I'm going to just cut that one down with my scissors. I may have to go in and move it again. I'm sure everybody else doesn't have as much problem with the setting the camera up as I do, but that has gone a little bit wrinkly because I used the wet glue on it, but I think it'll be fine when it's done. Right, I'm going to just tear this down with the tear ruler and tear this off with the tear ruler. Yep, and get this down. Tie the bottom off first. So I'm all pink and pretty and lacy at the moment. I've got the botanicals. I'm still doing my other journal, so but I've just got them in a box all together. Then I can sort of swap from one to the other. But this is a different type of journal for me. You know, the sort of real lacy and pretty and stuff. I absolutely love it, but I'm a bit more, I tend to be a bit more grungy and do everything a bit grungy. So it is a bit of a challenge for me, but I like it. Right then, let me bring my little board back in and let's see. Oh, that's got a bit, oh gosh, that's lucky. I didn't realise I'd glued where I could have glued my pocket together there and not realised. So I need some holes in here, and I'm using my little doofery thing. So I'm going to try and put it somewhere in the middle. The only reason I'm not bringing my... Oh, I need to go through them all, don't I? What am I doing? You see, I knew I'd forget stuff. Yep, that's okay. I did just get in that gap. Right, so I need to be about there. I was going to bring the crocodile in, but because I've set this camera up differently... Oh, let me just check. Yeah, fine. I wasn't sure with my hands and stuff in the way, so I thought I'll use my little one. It's I like this little thing anyway. It's real good. You know, for doing one page at a time, it's good. It's very difficult when you're doing lots of pages. Well, it is for me because my arms hurt and my shoulders hurt, but is that one? Right, how much space have I got there? Yeah, I'm all right. I'd like to get that really in the middle, but oh, that's a bit sticky as well. We'll leave that open. Yeah, I did. I got my hole there. What about this one? I need to be somewhere there. That's it, yeah. Let's put those over there. We'll start with this one. Being as I'm on this one, move my pokey tool out the way. And right, so what was the next stage? I think it was, yeah, it was the, so I've got some stamps. I've brought some stamps out. Let's have a look now. So it's a bridal one, so it's all about love and what have you. So I've got this lovely bride and groom. Oh, I think that'll go on there just nicely. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Because this one's quite a big one, this one. So even though I've got a big stamp, there's still got to be some room around it. I'm going to use this Hero Arts Ultra Pink. So we are going very pinky. Now I've tested this. This was a brand new bride and groom. I've tested it. I've had it about 2 years. I got it second hand, but it had never been used. Or if it had, it had been really taken care of. So I'm not quite sure. It's a Do Crafts one. And one or two places that I found, even though I've printed it off, it didn't show up really well. Well, some of the bits didn't, so I'm hoping it will. I struggle with these on the blocks. So I don't always think I'm getting as much contact. I don't know why. I tend to wobble it a bit and then I get a not such a good image. Oh no, actually that's the best one. That's turned out better than any of them. So yeah, I like that on there. So we'll do this stage on all of them. I don't think, no, I wouldn't get it all on if I did that. So what's this one say? Oh, together forever. I've put my, I'll try this one. I don't think this had been used many times either. Not sure where this one came from. It's the second hand one. Somebody sold me a lot of stuff, and there was a lot of wedding stuff in there. And at the time, I thought, well, I'm not sure when I'm going to use that, but it will come in. And of course, it does. Together forever. Yeah, I like that one too. So I don't usually, not very often, I usually go with the black or the brown inks, but for this I thought, well, Rachel used, oh, this one says Happily Ever After. Rachel used a blue ink, but I wanted pink on here, so I thought I'm going to change it and just go with a pink. So I'm just going to use the back of that just to press this down. And hope, yeah, Happily Ever After, that's okay. So I'm going to use a couple of those on these because it's having stamps small enough. That one says love, but I've got the width on it. I wonder if I can just stick a bit of something. Let's have a bit of washi tape just over the edge of that width. Just while I do this, make sure I get the love bit. So I think I can get love across there. Yeah, I can. Let's try that. I haven't got that many different stamps, so, and because I'm doing them, you know, I've got quite a lot of the smaller ones here. This would have gone on a bigger one. Have I got that covered? Yeah, I have, but I've managed to get a big blodge there. Right, let's pull my tape off. And we'll see. We'll see what this does. Oh yes, I like that. Love. What about this one? Will that go on there? Together forever? We'll try it and see. It might be a bit big on this. No, we'll do the other one. I'm faffing. Sorry. This is me. Oh, I've put the one I wanted in there. Oh, I am faffing now, haven't I? I've just thrown the one that I need in my box of bits. So let's get this one. I'll use this on both these. Right, and try not to make a mess. I could use that again because it was quite good for pressing them down. See what that one did. Yeah, that one's all right. I'm going to do it this way this time, just so I don't get so much on the plastic bit. I swap and change how I do things. Put that on there. I'm sure if I'd gone through all my stamps, I'd have probably found something else I could use as, you know, with a love message on it, you know, a wedding message on it, but these were just the ones I got out. So, right, so we've got some of these. I've got to put a thing through there with a hangy thing on it. Got to do something on there, haven't we, next? So, I have got some, let's just get my little box out. I've got some washi tapes if I need some bits. Let me just have a look what I've got in here. Just bring some bits out. I don't have baker's twine, so I'll have to bring some different things out. And they're bits to hang. So what do I want now? I want some papers, don't I? So this is a really old piece of, it's a bit dirty looking now for, let's have a look. Oh, I've got some of this coffee dyed writing paper. Let's have a look what I've got here. I've got a little bit of this that I really like. Let's have a look. Let's just tear a bit of this off. I like that edge though. I think I'm going to put that edge just on the bottom, so I'm just going to tear this down here and go down this edge. For the purposes of the video, I don't think I'm going to be inking them up because it just takes a lot of time. So I'll just put my little bits of paper on here. So, get that down to the bottom. across a bit. That's one. And I'm going to use the other side of this, but I'm going to use this bigger one because I won't waste as much on this one. So it'd be nice because this one you'll be able to see this through the other side. So I wanted it to look fairly nice on here as well. Let's just get some bits off. Yeah, so did I want it that way on this one? I said, yeah. So let's glue this down. And that can go just on there. Oh yeah, it shows through. I'm going to leave that open. Right. Keep that bit, get rid of those little bits. And I want something for this big one. What am I going to put on this? Oh, I like this. I like this on here. I don't know, am I supposed to be using flowery paper? I'm not really sure, but I am anyway, because I can't remember. So as I say, if I've used something I shouldn't have used. I'm not sure. I'm going to use a bit of the other side of this as well because it's got a nice lace on it, so this will look really nice. So I am just going to tear this down too, if I can. So we'll just have this edge off here. And we'll do this just into there, not right to the very bottom, just about there. So let's have a look. I've got some more to do, haven't I? Right, so look at that. Let's get this down. Yeah, so all the stages are going through my head as I'm doing this. I've just realised what I didn't get out was a new glue stick, so I hope this glue stick's just going to finish this video for me. Because I normally have some just on hand, but I noticed when I got the last lot out, I'd used the last one in the box and I didn't bring the others down from my other cupboard. It's not that far away from me, but it's too far for me to just stretch. I've got to stand up and move a little bit. Never too far because, as I say, my room's quite small, but have I done that one? Yes, I've done 3, 4, 5, I should have another one. Don't want them all the same. I thought I'd use a couple of these lacy ones. Have I got something else? Let's have a look. Oh, I've got this other little bit of like a pinky colour or a salmony colour maybe. I don't know what colour you'd call this really. So let's have a piece of this off. Oops. Do that just to there. That's it. And do the same here. Oh, that didn't want to tear with a tear ruler. Oh well, we better have 2 edges with it and 2 edges without it then. I'm still going to have to tear some more, so I can use the tear ruler just down there. I'm just not very good when it's only a little bit. I'm not good with a tear ruler, full stop, to be honest. That's fine on there. That will do quite nicely. Like a salmony pink. Right, I've just got a tiny bit that went over. I'm not sure if I'm putting these in somewhere, so I don't want to just roll it over the back. Let's have a look at this. So we'll go with 2 of these, because I do like this pretty lace on this back. So I'm going to go with that there. Gives me a biggish piece to use for something else. And then I can go just down this side, like this. That's it. And hopefully that is just about the right size. This is just a lace doily that I've, vintage one that I've just photocopied onto some backs of some papers, and I really do use this quite a lot in things. It's so pretty, and I do tend to keep quite a stock of them. Right, let's get these glued and then we'll see what the next step is. I've got 8 minutes left. So I'm just going to put this down here. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, a great big lump of glue on there. That will be really sticky. That's because I pressed so hard on my glue. I was watching Rachel and she said the same she does. And I try and tell myself time and time again, but... Right, so then, what I can't remember, I know she put a piece, Rachel put a piece of something down. I don't know if she did it on this top layer or the underneath layer. I'm going to do it on the top layer, I think. And what I've got here, I've got a little bit of a trim that is music. But I think I'm going to have to just tear a little bit because it just goes over slightly. So I'm going to use a bit of this and just put down that side. So that's this one. I've got some other little pieces that I've got that were on the little pieces, but I can't remember where it's supposed to go. So I'm going to put it there. It might not have gone there, but that's where I'm going to put it. So I'm going to do that on a mole next. Don't know whether I'm using any more of that. Where have I put? Oh, I've got some bits in here. I've got some of these little bits that I thought I could cut like a piece of this down. It's a bit of lace. So again, I want it on the front. I've not left myself a lot of room there. I might have to do that one on the inside. So I might be changing that slightly. I'll have got one right and one wrong so far. So because I'm not sure which, I'll do one on each. But that is because it just wouldn't fit on that other one. It does look quite nice there though. What I'm going to do with that one, I'll come back and do that in a minute. So this one here, I have got room, so I'm going to go with that. Got some bits here ready. Lots of bits out of a wedding magazine. Oh, I found some of these, didn't I? These are bits of scrapbooking paper that I had, and it was only one-sided, so I thought I could maybe use some of these. I didn't get them for this, but they should just go on there. I've had these forever. It was when I had a subscription to a card making kit, and some beautiful papers in it, but I didn't get them all used, so I was going through some of the bits the other day, and I'd, you know, because I was changing everything to pinks and I was looking for pinks. Right, so that's that one. That one hasn't got anything, has it? That one's got one under there, and these haven't got anything. Oh, that one has. That's got that one. Let's have a look at this. Oh yes, I can get something down there. I might use a bit of this again down there. Yeah, I quite like that. I'll keep it whole. I'm struggling because I'm not colouring the edges, and I do find that very difficult. Yeah, so I've got that one on there. Oh, this one here, I've got a different piece here, like a tartany piece. Oh, I like that. We'll go with that on there. Sorry, I've got a bit of cloth just in the way. Oh, knocking everything over. As I say, so this video is a little bit of a trial because I'm not sure how good. Oh, that didn't stick not very well. You know, how I'm in frame or where I need to be to glue and what have you. So I mean, if it's too bad you won't even see this, but hopefully if it's easy enough to put out, I should be putting it out. Right, so this one here, now I haven't decided at all on this one. I don't know what will go down there, so it needs to be a biggish piece. Have I got anything big that isn't going to take me too long? Oh, I like that. I've backed these because these were for something else, but let's make memories together. That's nice. Have I got anything longer? The heart that loves is always young. A match made in heaven. Oh, I think that's got to go down there, isn't it? I don't know whether to. No, I'm only going to go with one. I'm only going to go with one. So let's make memories together. I'm going to put that there because they look like they're having the first dance, so they could be talking about the future together. They might be just talking about how pleased they are that they've got to this stage, because it's a very tiring day for them. And especially with all the challenges this year that I'm going to hold for them. I've got 2 weddings this year, and then my daughter's, hers has been moved to 2023 now. Yeah, so that one's all right. That one's done, that one's done. Yeah, they're all done. So now then, we've just got to decorate on here, something on here. Now, have I got time to, just seeing, I like that on there, but then that could have been a hanging piece from the front, but no, I'm going to go with that on there. I honestly can't remember. Right, I'm back. My video stopped at 39 minutes. I turned it back on for another 6, and unfortunately, because I've got my camera in a different position, I didn't see that it hadn't taken. So I only got, I did go ahead and finish them thinking that I was videoing. The only 2 that I completely finished, I think you saw me putting that on. And I think I've done that on all of them. I've just put a little thing on the bottom of each one. So they're the 2 that I finished, and then I've put a little tag on there. That's a vellum tag on that one, and then this one is just a little piece out of some miniatures out of a kit. So that one there I've finished, and then these as I say, I carried on and did them, but I didn't finish them in time. So I've got another little vellum tag on there, and I'd put a little piece under here, a little heart on there. This one here has got a little heart hanging from the top, which I think is quite cute, and you can get in here. This opens. These are quite small, these ones, the envelopes I mean. So yeah, so I've got that one on there. This one's got a very miniature little tag on it, and I've done this with the grey. And and this one I put a bit of blue under here because I wanted something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, so I've put that on there. And then this one here has got another little piece of ephemera that I've made into a tag, and I've put a cookie under here. I'm not sure how many of these you saw me put on, so yeah, so that's that one. So that is my challenge for week 12. Again, thank you very much to Roxy for giving us this opportunity to show what we what we can do, what we enjoy doing, and I am very sorry that the video didn't work, but as I say, I did only completely finish 2, and then I completed these. It was just after, it was about a minute and a half after, so it took me 46.5 minutes instead of 45, but 2 on camera. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I will do better next time, but in the meantime, keep safe, and bye for now.